What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and it's happened. Stream of Annihilation, 2 full days, 24 hours. I watched almost the entirety of all 24 hours in time to give you guys a nice breakdown of what exactly happened. First off, I did want to say that before the stream on the 1st, the girls from Girls Guts Glory were on Dragontalk podcast. The lore you should know was about Ubtao and Mesro, which I don't even know what that is. But here's some bibliography to figure out more about it, and you can see a couple of the girls, Kim and Erica, were on. So, alright, Stream of Annihilation, I will tell you, to their testament, the Wizards of the Folks team for their Twitch is just on point. Shortly after each video went up, they were highlighted and clipped so that you could go back and watch all of them. They are all available for you to go watch right now on their Twitch channel, so you can go and check that out. I will give you a brief overview. If you don't want to hear me talk about it and you'd rather watch the true live unveiling, that's fine. There will be spoilers. I'm not going to go too much into the spoilers about the actual games themselves, though I will briefly talk about each of them. So, if you want to hear the official things from the folks at Wizards, don't watch any further. However, just the names of them will give them away, of the videos. So, here we go. You can see all the videos here on Twitch. So, starts off here. You can go ahead and check. This is the 12-hour video. There are 2 12-hour videos if you want to watch them straight through. Those are available. So, first, Joe Manganiello comes on to the start of the Stream of Annihilation, and he does a very nice, very heartfelt intro telling you all about his experience with D&D, how it's changed over the years, and the awesome renaissance of him coming back. First off here, 20 minutes, this is the welcome stream and the official announcement, as most of us have been guessing. This takes place in the jungles of Chult, and we are getting the Tomb of Annihilation. That is why you can kind of see the image right here. I tweeted this out over the weekend. I'm sure you've seen this, but the new campaign coming this September, it will be September 8th in your local game stores, September 19th everywhere else, is the brand new campaign set in Chult called the Tomb of Annihilation. It's kind of, again, inspired by Tomb of Horrors, and a Serac, this kind of image you see here with the green demon face with the open mouth, that is kind of the symbol of a Serac. He's the most powerful lich in all of the Forgotten Realms lore. Yes, Chult is in the Forgotten Realms. If you're unaware, you can go and research on the Forgotten Realms wiki or various other books. There's going to be a ton of new stuff, a lot of focus on dinosaurs, undead, and undead dinosaurs. We heard tale of a T-Rex that pukes up zombies. It's a zombie T-Rex that throws up other zombies. A lot of cool new animals. We'll get a little bit... We don't know too much about it. Probably new dinosaurs. There's a lot of focus on dinosaur riding and things like that, so that may be a function we get to see. We don't know if there's really going to be any new... I'm assuming new animals and probably new magic items, new creatures and new magic items. We don't know much else about this book. We also don't know, I don't believe, unless I missed it, what the level range is for this adventure. One of the cool things I do know is that there are 2 maps. There's like a map that shows the entire explored area, and then like a fog of war map that slides over the top of it. Since most of it is uncharted jungle, the players would see one thing, and then you can reveal things kind of hex by hex almost as things go along. So that is what you're going to see here, the welcome and the product review. Then Chris Perkins and a group, not all of Dice Camera Action were there, and this was what's it called, is also, sorry, I got a little distracted there, and one of the girls from Girls Guts Glory appears on there as well. Then they separated this out here. Then Thomas Foss from Neverwinter, he goes on to talk about what's happening with Neverwinter. Again, to follow the storyline, we will be going to Chult in Neverwinter, and we're also going to be seeing new dinosaur mounts and mounts similar to that. I don't believe the level cap is raising. I think they specifically stated that, but we will also be we'll have a new social hub in the city of oh god, I forget, Nyanzaro, I think, is Port Nyanzaro, is the kind of last bastion city in Chult. We're going to get a new social space, so we won't always just be Protector's Enclave, we can also go there as well. Dice Camera Action. Then was the Acquisitions Incorporated C Team. They were on to talk, to play their game. The entire team, minus Dinar Blitzen. They were all there doing their adventure. Then we had WizKids come on. Then there was an interview with the folks from Dice Camera Action. Then the C Team. Then WizKids, the miniature producer, came on, and they showed there's going to be a new series coming out. I'm not sure how soon, this month or a little bit later. A new series of WizKid minis for the stream of the Tomb of Annihilation series of minis. They also are doing. You guys might have seen in the past, I showed you the cool red dragon head and the mind flayer head for the wall. They're also doing a big, about yayish big beholder kind of statue as well. They talked about that. I don't think they mentioned anything else, and if they did... Oh, they did, I'm sorry, a Tomb of Annihilation board game in the similar vein of Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of the Shardalon, the Elemental Evil board game. There's going to be a Tomb of Annihilation board game as well. An interview with the Seek team, and then there was this Meat Grinder showcase, which was a crazy adventure where Chris Perkins ran it and had a whole slew of players, and it was running in what was called Meat Grinder mode. This is a new mode, if you will, that they've mentioned in Tomb of Annihilation to make things a little more lethal. What is that? That is death saving throws only succeed on a 15 plus. So, makes things a little bit more difficult, and that was basically Chris Perkins running people through this meat grinder, as it were, and he's just killing PCs. And like you can see kind of in the little image here, there's a bunch of people around the table, and basically there's a bunch of players with extra characters on deck for when characters die. He rips the character sheet up and new people come in. There is going to be a new dice tin with new specific dice for the Stream of Annihilation, so there's going to be new, or for the Tomb of Annihilation, so there are new dice coming out. There's a very short Force Grey interview, where Matt Mercer is going to be doing another version of Force Grey Giant Hunters, basically goes to Chult. We are going to see some of the similar characters. Dylan Sprouse returns as his Furball character, and then Joe Manganiello returns with his Celebrity D&D kind of Tiamat Paladin, and I think one new character as well as some of the old characters we're familiar with, like Calliope. Then there was One Grung Above, which is another version, this is actually one I did not, that one I full-on didn't watch because I just missed it. Looks like it's DM'd by Satine Phoenix, Adam Cobal's there, Matt Colville, a couple of other people. It's playing all around grungs, which are these cool little kind of like poison tree frog. They're in Volo's guide, you can see them there. Okay, the folks from D&D Beyond, which is Curse, they're doing the digital tool set. They have committed that Phase 2, this is the character builder, will be available end of June. And the time between Phase 2 and Phase 3 will be significantly less. Phase 3 is adding homebrew and a campaign tracker. So we should be seeing Phase 2 of D&D Beyond end of June. There was a Critical Role interview because Taliesin, Liam, Marisha, and Matt were all on set for various things. They do a little interview there. Maze Arcana came on to play their game. Taliesin was a part of that. I don't know if anybody else was. Fantasy Grounds came on. The folks from Fantasy Grounds to talk about the new options coming to Fantasy Grounds for Tomb of Annihilation, or Tomb of Annihilation. Then what else did we have? We had then the Day 2 schedule, and then the last adventure was Tower of the Curator. This was a game DM'd by Mike Merles with players Matthew Lillard, Chris Perkins, Matt Mercer, who else was in it? Joe Manganiello, Marisha Ray, and Liam O'Brien. I think there may be one or two that I'm missing in there. Then they ended. Then start of Day 2 with the announcements of a brand new... This is huge, guys. I know I'm talking a lot and my voice is going hoarse, but the Day 2 just... This November, Xanathar's Guide to Everything is a brand new source book we're getting November 21st in public stores, and November, what is it, 11 days before, November 10th, in Wizards Play Network stores. What is that? That is a brand new source book written by Xanathar, or the Xanathar, the beholder criminal mastermind that's beneath the city of Waterdeep. But we have confirmed printed rules in a published guide. I heard two different things. In the video, Mike Merle says every class gets 3+ new subclasses, except for the wizard. They only get 1, but they had 9 to start, which is 1 for every class of magic, plus the Bladesinger. It is also going to have new published printed rules for downtime, and published printed rules for traps, probably amongst other things. Will this be the revised Ranger published for Ranger? We don't know. I hope so, because they stated that with all the Unearthed Arcana we've received over the past months, some were people were really excited about, some people weren't that excited about, and essentially we're getting the cream lifting to the top here, the cream of the crop of Unearthed Arcana. But if they are truly stating what he said in that video, 3+, Paladins only got 2 in Unearthed Arcana, and I don't think they were that loved because they were evil. So that means there's at least some new content as well as Unearthed Arcana stuff coming in. However, in all the published posts from D&D since then, it says 24+ subclasses. If you do the math, and there's 12 classes, right? Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Monk, Paladin, Rogue, Ranger, Sorcerer, Wizard, Warlock. That's 11. I think I missed one in there. Fighter. That's 12. So that means if there's 12 classes and you count Wizard out, you've got at least 33 new ones for the main group and then 34 for the Wizard. So I don't know which one to believe, but all I can say is Adventure League Season 7 is going to be just mind-blown because they just dump all of these new published classes, new downtime activities for the Adventure League. I'm super excited for this. Similar to what we had with Volo's Guide, Hydro 74 came back and we're getting a special edition. You can kind of see it there. There's the Xanathar one on the left and the special edition cover with all the eyes on the right. Very cool stuff. Super pumped about that. You know I'll be doing a full review on that on both books when I get them, which I'll get them as soon as possible. I'm already planning to take off work the days they come out to do full videos of them, so be on the lookout for that. And then, okay, that was the start of day 2. Then we had Girls Guts Glory did their episode, but unlike normally where Kim is the DM, Matt Mercer was the guest DM. Then we had the folks from Avalon Hill come on. If you've heard Avalon Hill, that's because they're the folks behind Betrayal from House on the Hill and the expansion. They're doing a new game where it combines it with D&D called Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. It is the same concept basically as Betrayal at House on the Hill, except now it's in the Faerun Forgotten Realms setting, and it takes place in the city of Baldur's Gate rather than a singular house. The Girls Guts Glory came on to do their interview. Then High Rollers went to do an Uncharted Territory, which is their new... they had a special guest of Dylan Sprouse, and in the background they actually had Benny Davis from Dragon Friends and Axis of Awesome playing a live video. Then Dragontalk, they did a brief little thing, Shelley Mazanoble and Greg Tito. Then Roll20, Suzanne, who I feel bad, Suzanne, because I can't remember her last name. From Roll20, she's the brand manager basically for Roll20. She came on and she did a little bit of a heads up that they are going to have on the date that Tomb of Annihilation, Suzanne Wallace, when the Tomb of Annihilation hits game stores, which is September 8th, it will be available in Roll20 for you to download, and they are in the process of doing backlog games that they have not done. What's up next to be added is Curse of Strahd to be added to Roll20, so you can purchase that and have everything all good to go. Then Misclick's Risen came out, then there was a Maze Arcana interview, the Misclick's interview. Dragon Friends went on and played their game. I actually missed this Gale Force 9 interview, so I actually can't speak to that because I missed that interview. So I'm going to have to watch that. And you guys let me know what you think if you missed it. Then there was the interview with the folks from Dragon Friends. Then Maze Arcana did their game with a couple of special guests as well. Matt Lillard, Abraham Ben Ruby, I think I got everybody in there, and Nathan Stewart from Wizards of the Coast, who is basically the brand director for Wizards of the Coast. Then High Rollers did an interview. There was a little bit of a recap on everything that was missed. And then the Crawl of Annihilation was the final game. This was run by Dylan Sprouse with Anna Prosser-Robinson, Satine Phoenix, Taliesin Jaffe, Liam O'Brien, Matthew Lillard, Joe Manganiello. There's a whole bunch of people. It's very star-studded, and that's basically how the video and the stream ended. Ton of awesome D&D games. They all run about an hour and a half long, the actual gameplay sessions themselves, as well as the various things. But like I said, the lovely folks from Wizards of the Coast have gone out of their way to segment these all for you to very easily watch. And from what I hear, they will also be shortly, if they haven't been already, uploaded to the Wizards of the Coast D&D YouTube as well. So if you're not a Twitch fan, you can watch them there, where you're watching this video. I will put a link to the Wizards of the Coast Twitch in the description, because you can very easily just go and watch them all there for free. So, wow. Little bit of a recap. The November product, Xanathar's Guide to Everything. The September product, Tomb of Annihilation. We are still getting the new DM screen coming out shortly. We are getting the character sheets coming out here in a couple days. The character sheet update here in June. We may have something else coming from the folks at Gale Force 9, which unfortunately I do not know. But yeah, guys. So much information. And they said it was such a success, they're planning on doing something similar next year. So, fingers crossed, Nerd Immersion, myself, maybe some of the guys will get to go out and do it for next year. I highly doubt it, but one can dream. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for this week. You'll see videos up above of the most recent Horde of the Dragon Queen and Out of the Abyss, where we take on the Maze Engine, and Horde of the Dragon Queen, where we have a brand new character, Tabaxi Rogue, join the group. You can always click to subscribe to the channel. We are ever approaching 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We are one away from 600 followers on Twitch, which cool stuff will happen. Also, be on the lookout for a potential new stream starting on the weeks where we don't play Horde of the Dragon Queen. Some cool short streams on Wednesdays, and some awesome giveaways where we'll hopefully have some cool sponsored streams coming up with cool things for you guys to win. Stuff you're really going to want to check out. So, anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and you enjoy the videos up above me. And yeah, just keep the questions and comments and things coming. If you guys have anything you want to see, you go ahead and let me know, and I'll do my best to make a video of it for you. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed all this. Hope you had a blast this weekend with the stream of Annihilation. And anyway, I'll see you next time.